Hello, my name is Monos Okivizakuro. I'm from 3313011 class. My name is 3320209 and this is my final project pronunciation. Part 1. Baby caterpillar was tired. All summer long, she had been traveling slowly through the green wood where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now autumn had come and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dress of red and gold and played tag with the breeze. Baby caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of a grapevine and made herself a soft, silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it. And then, in her queer little cradle, went to sleep. One night, late in the fall, Jack Frost came over the hill, his pipe and the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roughly with it, for he is Rogue's little fellow, and touch everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket hid the little slipper so that Jack could not find her. By the by King winter came, bringing beautiful snow blanket to Mother Nature Flower's baby. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last spring came with the sunbeams, the best and merriest of Mother Nature helpers. They woke the flowers from their long winter nap and called to the birds and the brooks to begin their songs. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and baby caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. So she woke up and scratched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of a old dingy grace that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one, and instead of caroling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeams and flowers. And the little children called her a butterfly. Thank you. Part 2, number 1. Slow mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Number mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Face mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Number 2. Slow mode. Can you can a canard? Can into an uncan? Can like a canard? Can a canard? Can into an uncan? Can. Normal mode. Can you can into an uncan? Can like a canard? Can a canard? Can into an uncan? Can. Fast mode. Can you can a canard? Can into an uncan? Can like a canard? Can a canard? can into an can. Number 3. Slow mode. Silly Sally swiftly showed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep. Silly Sally showed. Silly Sally showed. The sheep sold sheep in a sack. Sheep sold sheep in a sack. Normal mode. Silly Sally swiftly showed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep. Silly Sally showed. Silly Sally showed. This sheep sold sleep in a sack. Sheep sold sleep in a sack. Phrase mode. Silly Sally swiftly sold 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep. Silly Sally sold. Silly Sally sold. The sheep sold sleep in a sack. Sheep sold sleep in a sack. Number 4. Slow mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee. Make in a proper coffee pot. I may be off my guard, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Normal mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee. Make in a proper coffee pot. I may be off my guard, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Phrase mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee. Making a proper coffee pot. I may be off my guard, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Number 5. Slow mode. Amidst the mist and cool the frost with Scottish wrist and loudest voice, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists that he sees the ghost. Normal mode. Amidst the mist and cool the frost with Scottish wrist and loudest voice, he thrusts his face against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Phrase mode. Amidst the mist and coolest frost, with Scottish wrist loudest voice, he thrusts his face against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Thank you.